The Static Podcast is brought to you by the Hester Group, a law office with a 12-year proven track record of success. Now listen, if you've been involved in a serious car accident, you have injuries, your car is a wreck, you need to contact them because they can get you paid today. 314-652-4321. That's 314-652-4321. Tell them Staci Static sent you, but remember, the choice of an attorney is an important one and should not be based solely upon advertisement. Hey, welcome to the Static Podcast. I'm Staci Static, and you already know it's he say, she say, Hump Day, and I'm not alone. I got John Jay Johnson.
What's up, y'all?
What's going on with you?
You got it. Just busy.
Just busy?
Yes.
How's the football season going?
Football season going good. We got a little dew Friday at home.
Oh yeah. That's fun.
It's gonna be a good night.
That's lit. I need to bring my daughter to one of those. I think she'd have a good time.
It's a really good time.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, a little high school football game.
The band.
For the 9-year-old. Yeah, she might be into
fun.
that. I took her to the last baseball game, a regular season baseball game on Sunday. Yeah, she kicked it.
Where did y'all sit at?
We were in the Champions Club. Quit playing. It's too hot outside.
Quit playing.
Quit playing. Shouts out to Dante for always taking care of me over there at the Champions Club at Busch Stadium. But no, it was a good time. And we slid through Q at the Lou for a little hot second. She took a picture with a fake pig. It was good. It was a good day.
Yeah, it sounded like a good time.
Yeah.
Got the food and the drinks.
Yeah, the food and the drinks. You already know how it goes down. And the chicken was good at the Champions Club on Sunday. It used to be kind of dry, but it was good.
They had it saucy?
It was good. It tastes like it had been brined or it had been pounded well enough. The cutlets were, they weren't dry. It was a very tasty meal.
Champions Club.
Yeah, and they had the asparagus, the grilled asparagus, and yeah. I didn't drink a lot though, because I was with her, and I didn't want to. But I'm trying to cut back. Because I stepped on the scale, and I've been very, very upset with myself.
The drinking will do that.
The drink, I will say that I don't drink a lot, but when you drink, like every time you go out and you have a couple of cocktails, or you know what I'm saying, you don't even think about it. You're not even mindful.
Plus you drink dark, right?
No, I drink. I'm a tequila drinker, John.
Tequila.
And I might, well, I did have one beer, at the game.
What kind of beer?
I had a shock top.
Those are good.
Yeah, those are good.
Especially the orange.
Yeah,
that's good.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I like a beer. So I was like, I'll do a beer tonight or today. And then it was kind of hot, so I didn't want to get, like I said, I was with her. It was hot. I wasn't finna.
That's about to change. It's about to get a little chilly.
I love it. And I'm so happy that fall is coming. Like,
I'm ready for it.
It's already here, but it's been acting up. And apparently last year, I posted that I was tired of this weather. Did you see that?
The exact same day, right?
The exact same day.
That's crazy.
And I'm crazy. Yes, last year I was over this, so I'm over it again. And tomorrow my wishes have been granted. It's
Mother Nature listen to you.
We hope. I've been bitching about it for a while.
Y'all share that same energy.
Yeah,
right?
me and Mother Nature, of course, because I'm a wind sign. I run it. Anyway, so we got a couple of topics today we want to talk about. I had seen some of this. I saw somebody post it. Actually, I saw one of my guests that appeared on the Static Podcast a few months back. Her name is Aishatu Fatima Dozier, the owner of Bossy Cosmetics. I love the fact that I know how to say her name. But she had posted, like, don't come for my princess. We'll come for you. I was like, Aisha feeling kind of hood today. She had on a hoodie, like, this is the way I'm going to come to you. I was like, she feeling like she had to stand up for Meghan Markel. So apparently, let me put my readers on, y'all. They've got a lawsuit, the royal couple, the Prince and the Duke of Sussex. They are filing a lawsuit against a tabloid in the UK. And he released a statement that says, in part, as a couple, we believe in media freedom and objective, truthful reporting. We regard it as a cornerstone of democracy. And in the current state of the world, on every level, we have never needed responsible media more. Unfortunately, my wife has become one of the latest victims of a British tabloid press that wages campaigns against individuals with no thought to consequences. A ruthless campaign that has escalated over the past year throughout her pregnancy and while raising our newborn son. This is a human cost to this relentless propaganda. There is a human cost to this relentless propaganda. Specifically, when it is knowingly false and malicious, and though we have continued to put on a brave face, as so many of you can relate to, I cannot begin to describe how painful it has been. But in today's digital age, press fabrications are repurposed as truth across the globe. That's true.
Yep.
One day's coverage is no longer tomorrow's chip paper. So basically, he's standing up for his wife. I mean, it goes on. It's a lot. It's a lot.
He's fed up.
Yeah, what do they say about her?
I don't even know.
They were saying that she's mean.
Yeah, they put out like that she's mean and
yeah.
she's not royal enough and she's not playing by the rules and she's a bitch and she got all this stuff like she got a rider out, like she want all white rose petals in her bathroom. I'm not saying that they saying that, but they acted like the girl said, I hate these pink candles, I only want white, and like she, you know what I'm saying? Like they act like she in there clowning. They just really painting this picture like she is.
That's their way of saying, she's an angry black woman.
Yeah, they putting it out there like that.
That's their way of saying that, and he's not having it. I'm with that. I feel that.
And I'm glad that he stood up for it, but I hate that it had to come to this. Like, why y'all got to do this woman like that? Like, that's what I don't understand.
Because she's black.
Well, we know that. I mean, and you have people that come for her constantly. And I think that the British press, well, this particular publication, like he said, it's just, they just keep coming for her, and like he said, it doesn't disappear. It just keeps growing, and people take it as true,
right?
And they reshare it.
Yeah,
it's
now
just
it's on
like,
Instagram,
and
then they brought up her father wrote some letter or something, and they put it public, and I guess her father was saying something about her.
They say her father like a lowlife though.
Yeah, he's a weirdo.
He just want to get, you know what I'm saying? Like
he just wants some publicity.
He does. That's what they were. I mean, they were saying because he didn't even show. He wasn't at the wedding. I don't think he was invited, or they rescinded the invitation, or something crazy. They ain't want to say. They like, no, he ain't a good representation. Mama know how to act right. Mama gonna put on a dress and some gloves, and she gonna sit there. Daddy would have came in asking for shit. I need a whole roll. I think the roles are reversed in Meghan Markel's family. Her mama black with dreadlocks, but her daddy the nigga. No, I'm just kidding. That's what I think.
They come walking in talking about this nice palace you got.
Hey, baby,
what is this, velvet?
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I think that he would be the one in the bathroom taking selfies, all kinds of wild shit. So, she was like, we ain't gonna have him over here because he gonna be trying to make money.
Let me get one of them suits of armor you got.
Yo, my man fed up though. He's like, y'all ain't gonna talk about my wife.
No.
I
mean, and I think that it's important. I know that is a big deal in a lot of relationships where a woman will feel like a man doesn't step up, doesn't defend her against his family.
Right.
Or something like that. So I think that I think it's very telling about, I think that he knew that he was going to have to face some pushback.
He knew that.
Socially.
Yep.
Being a royal,
Yep.
having a black wife. I wanted her to grow dreadlocks while she was there. I want her to go all the way. I'm like, fuck you, give him something to talk about. That's how I feel. Like, mimic your mama.
Yeah.
That's what I mean, that's me. I would go all the way. I'd be like, I'm going natural, honey.
I think it's dope that she switch it up, and I think she can go through her metamorphosis. And I think it's really dope that, first of all, like you said, he knew what he was going to face, when he decided to be with her, and to take that stand, especially right now when everybody talking shit. I'm like, man, that's pretty dope that you're standing up for.
He's like, no, we suing, and y'all need to stop. Leave my wife alone. Like, why are y'all doing? Like, what makes y'all think that y'all keep on? Y'all ain't gonna have a paper.
First of all, I'm gonna sue you and whoever else coming. So now they gonna call a timeout on that shit. Hey, wait a minute.
But I wonder if it's gonna make a difference.
What he needs to do
is
do like medieval times, start dragging people out to the street, start chopping their heads.
I'm the prince. Yeah, I mean that would be dope too. Yeah.
I declare.
Yeah.
I declare.
That's what I'm saying. He could just start shutting down operations. Like, you think you got a paper? You think you got a paper, son? Take a torch to that motherfucker. Like, I wish he was that gangster.
He gonna shut some of it down. Like, that reaction is gonna shut some of that down.
I do wonder. I don't know can you pull
They're
up
still
what
gonna
the
talk
response
this
has
shit.
been from that paper, if they maybe responded to the lawsuit or they responded to the statement. I'm curious as to how they are reporting this, because the news is always so much
Yeah.
different across the pond. Like the way that they, like, I should listen to the BBC tonight when it comes on NPR. So maybe I will. I'll check that out and see how they're reporting it on that side of the world. But yeah, I just wanted to, and shouts out to men who do stand up for their women. I think it's
Yeah,
often
man.
that goes to say that a lot of times they say that black women are the most unprotected.
Yes,
You agree with that?
I agree with that. I
So
agree
it's
with that.
important for brothers to protect us
That's right.
if you're with us.
Yeah.
But do you think that
Or you
women
don't even have to be with them.
do you think that women make it difficult, black women in particular, make it more difficult for you to protect us?
I don't think so, especially
Okay.
nowadays.
Okay.
I think the black woman is educated.
Mm-hmm.
They're ambitious. You see a lot of black women these days owning their own businesses and doing their own thing. And
Right.
so it's it's easy. It's a lot easy to show protection for them.
Okay. All right. I was wondering because I mean, obviously, some men would say something completely different. Like,
Nah.
yeah, y'all always want to act like.
Nah.
What you got to say about that, Ed?
What's that now?
And I,
No, I was
I
trying
know
to
you're in the
find-
middle of something else. All right, you're trying to find what they.
the lawsuit stuff just came out today. So
Okay, so I'm just saying that they didn't respond to the statement.
Not yet.
None of the publications or people in Great Britain. There hasn't been any articles popping up saying
Yeah,
this,
not
that,
I
and the
can't
third
find.
about them.
They gonna run and
Interesting.
hide now.
Huh?
They're gonna run and hide now.
Yeah, I'm curious how this is gonna play out over there. Like, I wonder if his father or if his mom ever released anything, because they
They
did
too
Diana,
old.
but they did Diana
They
dirty.
did.
She got a lot of negative press.
I think he kind of touched on that when he spoke about it. He touched on, I've seen this movie before. Y'all did my
Right.
mother this way.
Yeah, and like, y'all not gonna do my wife like
Yeah.
that, or I'll just leave the throne. Like,
Yeah.
I'll holler, and then they got a baby. He ain't going for it.
Hell
It's
no.
like, damn.
He's not just only protecting his wife, now he's protecting his, his child.
Yeah, he
So,
is, and they probably want to knock out another one because she's not the youngest. How old is Meghan Markle? She like 30.
She got to be 30.
She's late 30s.
Really?
She's older than him.
Yeah, because that was one of those things that they were talking about too. Was trying to be like, oh, she's old.
She's older. She's like, she had to get to it. Like, she's definitely over 35. Yeah, she had to get to the baby making, the baby having. She had to get to it, and
She's 38.
38. Yeah, I know
Okay.
she was up there.
All right.
So yeah, she can
She
knock
looks
out another
good.
one. Yeah, she can
Looks
knock out
good.
another one. I mean, she royal, boo. I mean, somebody cooking the food. She can have avocado toast every morning. She ain't.
No more stress. She's not even worried about what people are saying for real.
No, they are. I think that's
You think so?
terrible. What for everybody? Like, people. Can you imagine the amount of people who are probably like giving her the cold shoulder because they heard that she's a bitch?
Yeah.
And she's not even like. She's probably the nicest person.
They probably not going to do it to her face. They probably go to the tabloids and write stuff in the tabloids, then smile in her face. That's probably what
But
they're doing.
that's microaggression.
Yeah.
Like, that's not cool either. Like, when
That's-
you around people and they still,
Smiling in your
and it's when
face.
you come home. Like,
Right.
they just came back from Africa,
Right.
doing whatever they do because that's how they got together because they love the world, and they just came back from their African tour, and then they come back home and it's like, y'all still talking about this way out wild shit.
Knock it
y'all
off.
still making up stuff
Yeah.
about my wife. Okay, we going to court.
I got something that the paper said.
What-
So
what-
the paper was called "A Mail on Sunday" or "Mail on Sunday."
Uh-huh.
The spokesperson said the Mail on Sunday stands by the story it published and will be defending this case vigorously. Specifically, we categorically
Categorically.
yeah, deny that the Duchess
It's all right, bro.
that the Duchess letter was edited in any way that changed its meaning.
So what was it? Do we know what it was that caused all of this?
Yeah, so it has something to do with like her dad. I'm just like skimming through the articles. but,
Thank
like,
you, because
her-
I didn't know what it was, but it's basically the royals are saying it was a lie.
Yeah, like her dad sent the newspaper a letter that wasn't true, and the newspaper. read it
Damn,
as
Dad,
though it
what
was
you
fact.
doing?
Yeah.
What
yeah.
did the letter contain though?
Let's see if I can find it again.
And if you're watching, if you're in the comments, hi, and tell us what the letter said, because I don't know. I just know that he released a statement and people ready to go fisticuffs
man,
for Meghan Markle, because
Yeah, he
we
talk-
ain't with it.
Yeah, he talked about his mother in his statement too. Prince Harry. He said, "I lost my mother, and now I watch my wife falling victim to the same powerful forces." Which did you say that already?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
But I'm more specifically, I wanted to know
Yeah.
what they published that they are taking issue with. You can't find it.
I mean, I can. I'm pretty sure if I start digging more, I can find it.
All right. Well, you can dig. You
Yeah,
can dig.
he saw what it did to his mother, and they drove her to the point to where it ended her life.
They running from the
Yeah, like, that's
the
terrible.
people, the paparazzi.
So of course he's probably fearful of that for his wife and child.
That's not cool.
That's
She'll
not
be back
cool,
over here
man.
living. She'll be like, I'm not going over
So
there.
I can go to the States and deal with this shit.
You know what I'm saying? She'd be completely safe
Yeah.
over
The
here.
Duchess of New York.
It's a royal family, and now they live in
That's
Manhattan.
pretty good accent right there.
I practice. According to my daughter, I practice stuff all the time. She says, I have her talent. Watch. So, yeah, I just think that's interesting. I think that that's really important that we, that men protect their wives. Like,
I think that's a natural thing, though.
yeah, I don't think it's natural.
Yeah.
I think these men be soft.
Really? They that soft? I know they soft,
I'm
but
just talking shit.
look at you. Look at you.
I just wanted to disagree for disagreement's sake. I just, yeah. I mean, I think that some men do, and I think some men don't. Some men be like, hey, just cool out because I don't want to fight. I'm
Yeah, that's
soft.
true. I don't want to deal with this, with the paparazzi. I don't want to deal with all of that. I already got a lot going on as opposed to dealing with it. I feel you.
And like, I mean, we talked about that with John Legend and his
Yeah.
wife. Like, he'd be like, go ahead, do your thing. I'm here. Like,
Right.
come for me.
I feel that.
And what I appreciate, well, when I went to go see John Legend, what I thought was interesting,
He put on a good show.
He did, but he had extra security. He had his own, like, you had to go through metal detectors to go into the Fox Theater.
Damn.
And you don't have to do that normally.
Right.
But he knows that he's a target because of his wife, because of his political involvement
Right.
and the things that he does. He has the extra layer of security that you have going into a concert. So,
People are crazy these days.
yeah, they so petty. Like, I just don't understand why people just don't let people be people. Like, let people believe what they're going to believe
Right.
and just agree to disagree. We're not going to all have the same outlook and viewpoints, and that's fine. And I don't have a problem debating
People get so angry if you disagree with them.
I'm
right?
like, I don't care. You think what you think. Just don't come over and fuck with me.
Yeah.
I don't care. I mean, that's truly how I am. Just leave. I mean, do your thing.
That's
I
how
don't
it's
care.
supposed to be. These weirdos just get so angry. What? Raw? Now they going to get weapons and
I
stuff.
be
What are
like,
you doing?
look at you. Look at you. You look like a fool. Like the lady who was jumping up and down in the CVS.
I thought it was hilarious.
I was like, she's so mad, child. Y'all need to give her something. She didn't get.
Yeah,
She couldn't
like-
pick up her prescription when she left. She came in there to get something, and it wasn't ready.
That is hilarious.
I hate niggas.
She was jumping up.
Baby,
Like,
when she started jumping up and down, I said she got a problem.
it's like, why are you so mad? Man,
You hate them.
I
so
thought it was
bad.
hilarious.
I would have liked to have seen what sparked that though.
Yeah. I think just the sight of them, right? I think it's just the sight of them.
No.
You think there was
And
some
I'm
words?
wondering if and I'm wondering if it was like some legitimate nigga shit that started
Yeah.
it though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like sometimes I be like, I do too. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's just like I'm sure I just wonder what that.
I'm gonna tell you what bothers me, like what might have struck that chord. in her.
Okay, all right.
First of
okay.
all, let's talk about this. First of all, like it doesn't bother me. I don't allow that word to have power over me like that.
Okay.
And when I see that, it actually made me laugh. Like I was laughing.
That's how my daughter was. She was like, "Mama, look at this."
This is hilarious. Like this person is really nuts.
Yeah. She
But
was tripping.
like when I see like kids sagging,
That drives you crazy.
it drives me crazy.
It gets you to the point where you want to jump up and down.
It
and
make
scream
me
at
to want to trip them. Right? Like 'cause
Sagging makes you want to trip people.
First of all, like what you gonna do when I trip you? You can't even get up no
you
more.
can't even get up because you're
are-
holding your.
It's
pants up.
terrible. Like it's so disgusting to me.
I don't like it. I don't like it because I want young brothers to be clean and sharp, and I want them to present themselves in a way that they have pride in their appearance, and I want them to look people in their faces when they
Yes.
speak, and I want them to speak clearly.
Yes.
I don't like when any man of color lowers his eyes and doesn't look people in their face and doesn't speak up.
Of shame. Yes.
I don't like that.
Yes.
I don't like to see any of us look like we are not confident enough to walk through the
Yes.
world and get everything that we deserve.
I teach
don't like
that
to see-
every single day
Yeah.
with these young men out on the football field. Walk with your chest out.
Yeah.
Speak clearly. Look a man in his eyes. Shake his hand
Yeah, with firmness,
with
please.
firmness. And, pull up your pants, be presentable and like you're representing something more than yourself.
So is it a hard thing to teach? Like, are they really?
These kids are really different. They're stuck on their time, and their thought process is, this is what we do right now. Like, no, that's not okay.
But okay, even if they do dress like that, I want them to still be.
Do it with confidence.
Yeah, if you gonna sag, I want you to be like, don't worry about my pants. How you doing? Give me a firm hand. Still be confident in who you are.
As a man, it's hard for me to look at another man in his eyes while his ass is out. I can't do it, man. Look, it drives me crazy.
I mean, I'm sure it's some things that we did that drove our people crazy. Because, I mean, when we were younger, Oak Tree was popping. And we had them silly yellow, men had them silly yellow.
There was a
suits
time
on,
where
but they were
just
kinda
flat out
clean.
rapping was bad.
Exactly.
But I mean, come on now, that's different. You're expressing yourself in verbal form. When you're physically showing your ass,
Yeah.
and you can see your underwear, and your pants is below your ass cheek. Come on, man.
I don't understand that.
That's not okay.
That's
y'all.
not okay.
I'm not gonna accept that at any time. No dice.
And they want to dress like this, though. And then
They-
it be like skinny sag. And the skinny sag really kills
They can
me.
wear their females' clothes.
No, some of them girls be thicker than them. They
That
can't
is a
even put
fact.
their legs in them girls' pants.
I don't understand
The
it.
girls can't put their legs in they man's pants, I should say.
I can't.
You can't.
I can't. I'm sorry.
Okay.
So have we moved on from Meghan Markel and them?
You did? Yeah.
Well, I mean, okay. So the letter was a private letter that Meghan sent her dad.
Ooh.
And like, so they're suing for the paper using private information.
So how did they get it? They intercepted the
Thomas
mail?
gave it to him?
He gave it to
Yeah,
them?
her daddy gave it to him.
So what did it say?
For money.
I don't
So
know.
he
I
probably
can't
got
find
money
it.
for
You
it.
can't find the letter? They
Damn, I
wiped
like
it
to
off
read
the
it.
internet?
They probably did. They probably got it locked down because I can't find it.
Yeah. I like to read it.
See, okay, Megan messed up because you got to tell him on the phone what's up. You can't you can't give him no evidence. First of all, when you're dealing with a nigga, this is what happens. That's how you know she ain't one because she don't even know how to deal with him. Her daddy won.
Right.
But she ain't one because, first of all, you never give them evidence that they might be able to sell to the
Right.
people.
Right.
You get on the phone and cuss him out. Then he
Right.
might be able to record you. So you only have a phone you only have an
Face to face.
in-person
Hey, yo,
conversation.
hey, yo,
You
meet me.
you wand him and make sure they pat him down and bring him over there. Then you had that conversation like, this what it is.
Oh my God.
This why I don't fuck with you.
Right.
Who though in 2019 is still writing letters to people though?
That's weird.
It's not weird. She's
She's so far away.
I'm going to write him a letter. Because now she got a British accent.
She got like one of those little step fingers in.
I'm going to sit down and transcribe a letter to my father.
Funny.
I mean, she probably, yeah.
Probably sat next to a windowsill.
Yeah.
Had the window open.
What am I going to say? He had on her readers.
You so
What will I say? What will I tell him? I have to speak to him.
with the little doggy in her lap.
No dog. She
No
ain't,
dog.
because she might throw it, because she might get mad. But I wouldn't have wrote him nothing. I'd have made him come over there for dinner, and I'd made sure he ain't had no wire on. And I'd have cussed him clean out at the table. And I said, and, you know my mother-in-law control the military. Fuck with me if you want to.
Get marked real quick.
I got real goons now, daddy. Not these pretend. I mean, I don't know. She tripped writing her daddy a letter, but you never found a letter.
That's terrible when a family
I'm
feud,
still
right?
I'm still trying to look.
That's terrible. It is. And it's terrible when somebody as close to you as your father
Yeah.
is the one that's trying to come up on your name like that. Like
It's not okay.
that's really rough. That's a whole nother
You already got
conversation for
everything else, everybody else coming at you.
Yeah, and here go your father giving the people the ammunition because you feel like you missing out on something.
That's sad,
well, you
really bad.
gonna miss out on something when you trying to do me dirty. Like you ain't never gonna
Right.
be right with me. You ain't never coming to Buckingham Palace. You ain't never coming over here. Never.
Ever.
You ain't invited to nothing.
Hey, they gonna deal with you on sight.
On sight. On life.
You so stupid.
I know. I'm a silly today. All right. What was the other thing we were going to talk about today?
That cop that shot that dude.
Baby Amber Guyger.
I got a meme for you. You ready?
Yes, let's see it.
Let's see it.
They ate our ass up yesterday.
They should have.
See. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
That's tough. Damn it, that's tough.
It's not funny though. It's sad.
Because that young man is gone.
Yo, when
Okay,
they
he's
said
gone.
that he was sitting on his couch eating ice cream with cookie crumbles on it, he was chilling.
How do you go to the wrong apartment, yo? How do you not know where you live?
How do you go and shoot at the doorway? You ain't even all the way in there. Ain't nobody put a knife to, like what? Okay, if somebody was trying to kill you, they damn sure wouldn't be sitting on their couch eating ice cream with their laptop open with some shorts and a t-shirt on.
My
Eating
man.
ice cream with cookie crumbles, dog. Like he was chilling in his own apartment, chilling. He didn't even know what hit him. They say he had earbuds in his ear. The man was chilling in his own spot.
Damn it, man. That's terrible, man.
That is like they had to have found her guilty. Like they had. Like I'm glad
They didn't have a choice.
they didn't have a choice. Like there was no threat to her whatsoever. And what I don't get is that people be saying like it was a threat. You got to stop the threat. How is it a threat and this man holding a bowl of ice cream? Like, where is the threat? You ain't stopping no threat.
Right.
It's we live in a nation of fear, like that. Like we, it's not even just like specifically black people to like white people scared of black people. Like everybody's scared of everybody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like you can't trust. Like if you don't know them, like you can't trust them. That's why people want guns.
Yeah.
And that's why people go in shooting stuff because like they don't know what's going on. Like
That's why I say everybody doesn't need a gun. And when people argue with me like, no, everybody need a gun, I'm like, no, because you operating off of fear. Everything is about fear. Everybody wants to be scared
you know
of
what?
everything.
I don't even know if it's so much of the fear. I think it's just like the girl at the CVS. I think that, they're so bothered by the presence of that they just like, she said, I wish I could.
But I think it's also fair. And the reason why I say that, because the propaganda shows that's what they've been trying to do. All you got to do is the biggest propaganda is the nightly news.
Yeah.
If you look at local news, you gon' fear. Like I say it all the time, if I was a West County white woman and I watch the news every night, I'm not going north of shit. You know what I'm saying? But because I am black and I know black people and I know not all of us out here to
Right.
rob and kill,
Right.
I'm not living like that. But you have people who just won't come north because they watch the news.
Right.
My own mama be like, girl, it's so bad out there. I just go to work and go home and I say, mama, stop watching the news. I need to know what's going on out here. That's not news though.
Right.
Like normally people who got killed are people who, they were the intended target. Now, obviously that's not always the case.
Right.
But that's like isolated incidents. It's not, I don't know. Obviously they say the crime rate, it's not as bad as we like, but the propaganda.
Yeah. And once again, I've said this before, I'm going to say it again. Right. Some of these things, I think we bring up on ourselves. Here's why.
Okay.
I know that's a tough statement,
All right.
but here's why. If I disrespect you, I should expect for someone that really don't know you to disrespect you simply because I'm disrespecting you.
Right.
And it's that syndrome. Like if they see us disrespecting each other or killing each other, they're like, shit, we might as well do it too. And that's kind of the thing. Like, I lost my son to some ignorant, kids of the same kind. And to me, that's 10 times worse because now with someone who really don't understand, like you said, like they don't know no black people. So, or they're not around or understand, what the culture is. So to them, it's nothing to them.
Right.
So if we're doing it to ourselves, absolutely it's nothing to them. So as a people, we have to get a hold of that and say, we got to stop doing this.
We do have to stop doing it.
Like it's terrible until we already know like what we're facing. We've been facing it from day one since we stepped foot on this soil.
Right.
So of course, if we continue to do it ourselves, they really don't give a shit. So at some point, we're going to have to take a stand ourselves and say, okay, I can't do this to him. Get your ass to a place to where, okay, if that's what you do, if you're a killer, take your ass to war. Get paid for it.
Exactly.
Or do something to where it's going to benefit you and your family. Your dumb ass is out here, like it drives me crazy.
Yeah.
It really drives me nuts. And if that's what you are, if you're a killer, if you feel like you tough, suit your ass up and go to war.
Right.
Get your ass in the Army or the Marines or something like that to where it's going to benefit you and your family.
Yeah, because they think the streets are the war.
And it drives me crazy, yo. I can't.
And that's why, I mean, it's interesting because you have more contact with young boys because you a coach.
I do everything I can. I promise.
Is it because everybody say it starts with family, it starts at home, it starts at home? Is it the parents not addressing it, or the parents don't know, or
The parents are the same. Most of the times when you find those kids, the parents are provoking it. You know, these are parents who, you know, listen to only one kind of the music. They're, you know, doing the exact same things that these kids are doing. So to them, traditionally, no, it's okay. This is what my father did, or this is what, you know, my uncle was this. So you know, I'm following his footsteps. Traditionally, it becomes that. So even a lot of times you have like family members who are not doing those things, or who are mentors, or who are successful in the business world or whatever, try to lure their kids into that, and it's not cool anymore. It's not
Right.
cool to be, you know, to like speak,
speak
properly.
well and
Or
dress
it's not
nice
cool to
and
be
want to
educated.
work.
They rather listen to 21 Savage. Listen, I heard
21 Savage though.
Listen, I heard 21 Savage say, he said, I'm so cold I can put my heart in a cup, is what he said.
Oh, shit.
Come
Okay,
on, man.
okay, I'm glad you brought up music.
They're provoked by it.
As a person who worked in radio for
Mm-hmm.
as long as I did, and I also spent time as a music director, it was always very important for me to make sure that it was a balance.
Yes.
Cause I love ratchet music.
Yes.
Love it. I love trap music. I love rappers. I love rappers that talk about dealing dope. I don't really like rappers talking about killing.
Yeah.
But I like the dope music. I like trap music. I like that hood shit. but on the flip side of that, I always, when I was helping to program the station, because I was the music director for several years, an award-winning music director, I might add, nationally recognized.
Yes.
It was very important. Every meeting that I was in, I would always be like, it has to be a balance. Like, if we play this, we also got to play something.
Right.
We also, so I did break a lot of R&B records. Like,
Right.
it was very important for me to make sure there were ballads, good, solid ballads on the radio station as well.
Right.
Positive music.
Here's
And when I listened, when I knew it was time to go, it just became apparent to me that all of the music that the labels were pushing,
was just that.
that's all it is.
Yeah.
And then when I listen to the music now, and I'm just like, wow, it seems like there's nothing positive. And if y'all don't know that that's propaganda, if y'all don't know that these labels and these people are all working against our kids and all working against the greater good of our culture, because that's what's happening.
Right.
Because if you listen to CHR Top 40, there's no way in hell white parents would allow
No
a
dice.
bombardment
Mm-mm.
of that kind of music on the airwaves
Mm-mm.
influencing their children. There's no way. And I always say, and I know that I'm out of it now, and it's easy for me to be out of it and say this, there needs to be a movement of people that says, I don't want this
Right.
on the airwaves. Because I will tell you that the meetings that I used to be in when the company I worked for and the man who was over programming for the entire company was a white man. And he would say, we're programming this music for the 17-year-old. That's the average age of a hip hop radio station. They're programming to a 17-year-old. And I remember the first song that I added was When I See You by Fantasia. It was two songs up against each other in that meeting. He's like, oh, this Monica song, Sideline Ho, that's a great record. Swear to God. I said, Fantasia, When I See You is a much better record.
Right.
He's like, no, this Monica record is fantastic. The better song is Fantasia. He was like, you'll sign your name to that. I'm signing all of them. Yes.
Right.
Fantasia, When I See You,
Right.
that's a great record.
Right.
He wanted to put Sideline Ho. And nothing against Monica. I don't even know the kind. I just didn't like the title of the song. I didn't like the song. It wasn't a great song. It never was
Right.
a hit. But Fantasia, When I See You, is a hit. It's a better record.
Right.
He said, let's go around and ask all the women. I'm like, I got to argue with this man. He trying to tell me what black females want to hear on the radio station. This is the kind of shit I had to put up
Right.
with. So, and this is what I'm telling y'all. Like, it's really important for us to know how serious the war against our culture is, the war against our people, because it's that systemic, that the way they program music for us to listen to.
When you think about it, our music is the only music like that.
The only one.
I mean, if you listen to Spanish music, it's all about love and fun and dancing. If you listen to, you know, like the 107.7s, and it's all
that's right.
pop and
Love and fun and dancing. And
then you get to our culture.
we killing each other. We selling all the dope. We on lean. We doing all the dumb shit. And if it is about relationships, we just fucking.
Right.
I mean, that's just what it is. And I mean, I think that it's important for people to understand it. And I've been knowing it, but that's why I was just like, it's easy for me to attack it from inside, from where I was, because at least I can make sure there's a balance.
Right.
Because if we gonna play it, all right, fine, but we got to give people an option. We got to give people some kind of positivity.
Something else,
we
right.
gotta, it's gotta be some Kendrick and some J. Cole along with
It
this.
can't just be all negative.
No, it cannot be all negative. And I think that I always thought it was very, very important to change the fabric of it. It had to be a certain way. Like, it gotta be. And I just don't see the positivity. But I gotta be completely honest. I don't listen to that much terrestrial radio anymore since I've been out of the game. But I think that it's very important for people to understand the program, because it's programming. That's
Right.
what it is. And I think that's why I started listening to more music from Africa, because it's not that bad.
Right.
It's not
Right.
negative like that. They'll talk about sex, but they're not talking about killing.
Right.
And that's what when Ono was on a couple of weeks ago, that's what we talked about. Like, Afro beats, like, no, they'll talk about sex all day,
Right.
but they're not talking about killing their brothers and sisters. And I think that that's really important. If y'all don't think that the music is definitely having an impact on our people, it is. It most definitely is.
And when you think about it, musically, like, that's always been a way to reach anyone,
Oh yeah.
regardless of the culture. So if you're really pushing that negative music on this culture, I mean, it really have an effect on especially 17-year-olds. And at some point that has to change. I don't know if it's, on radio stations or more of the true hip hop radio stations, to where so now you have the old school stuff, and the kids are not going to listen to that.
No.
They're going to listen to whatever is considered not to be lame.
Well, yeah, and that's the thing is what they're fighting against, because radio is not as impactful as it used to be. A lot of it is streaming. I mean, when you listen to the streaming services, so now, I mean, it's like, if you listen to one hood record on a streaming service, the next songs, they're gonna program that to
Right.
you. So I mean, you get what you listen to. So if that's what you gravitate towards, that's what they're gonna give to you.
Right.
So I think it's still important for terrestrial radio to make sure there's a balance there, so people can still, because it's free, so that's obviously, it's not going away. But it still has an impact. I'm not saying
Right.
it's not impactful at all, but they definitely have more competition.
Right.
But these kids, they're gonna listen to what they want to listen to. And if that's that negative stuff, I mean, I know if I had a teenage son, I would definitely limit the amounts
Right.
of that negative shit he would listen to. Like, I'd be like, what you listening to? Like,
Parenting is crucial, especially from that aspect. Like with my kids, man, we listening to the Roots.
yeah.
We listening to J. Cole. Like my son, my youngest son, like that's how he presses J. Cole.
But it's cool. And as he gets older, he's probably gonna listen to more hood stuff. But
Not
the
so
fact that
sure.
he's
already programmed.
Yeah, he's already programmed. But
He's already programmed.
But even and like you said, the parents are the same way. They bumping that. But I mean, I did used to listen to cocaine music on the way to school.
I listened
taking
to
Asha
No
to
Limit.
school.
We No Limit Soldiers. I used to bump that, but I understood the difference from I'm not a No Limit soldier.
Right.
I'm a football player.
Right. Yeah,
I
that's
like
true.
it.
But I mean, I know that I used to listen to UGK taking Asha to high school
Yeah.
in the morning. Like,
Yeah.
But they was talking about cocaine.
But I'm not going to go out and do that.
No, she wasn't finna. But I don't. She might. I don't. I hope she would. Baby, I hope you ain't do no cocaine because you was listening to cocaine music on the way to high school. Oh, Lord Jesus. Shame on me.
We
But
gotta do better.
Yeah, we do have to do better. So, I mean, if the takeaway today is, if anything, make sure your kids are listening to a balance of music. Introduce them to some stuff,
Yes.
some ballads and stuff that you grew up on. You know, ain't nothing wrong with them
Yeah.
falling in love. And that's what I always say. They don't let us fall in love in our music no more.
Don't nobody want to catch feelings anymore.
No, they too tough to catch
Yeah.
feelings. Come on.
End up getting hurt anyway.
Catch some
You
feelings.
ain't tough. Knock
Chris
it
Brown
off.
ain't talking about falling in love.
Hey, Chris Brown be falling in love though.
He be falling in love though.
He be stalking them.
He be stalking them.
Hey, he's here tomorrow, isn't he?
He is.
I'm trying to get
Chris
some
Brown
tickets.
Look at you. I'm trying to get some tickets. So yeah, that's our show today, y'all. Thank you for tuning in. I hope that we had an engaging conversation and made you step away and maybe think about some things today. I don't know. We got to do better.
Yeah.
Overall, and protect the black woman.
Yes,
That
absolutely.
was the takeaway today.
Absolutely.
All right, shouts out to our sponsors over there at Shay's Donuts Shop, 1015 North Grand. Shouts out to Sterling over there with the donuts and the hamburgers. Some woman came in there, I said, that hamburger smell good. Heck, I might want one today. So make sure you go and holler at him. He's right next door to Veterans Hospital. All right, until tomorrow, I got my guest, Keem Woods. He is a comic performing in Springfield, Missouri. He's a hoot. He is a hoot. He's an out gay comic, and he is so much fun with the prettiest beard. So make sure you tune in tomorrow for our conversation. It was quite interesting. So I'll holla. Bye.
Peace.